That's right.
So now is the time, we're in a time where wisdom needs to be used, man. You know?
It says wisdom will be the stability of our time. This wisdom gonna let us know how to maneuver.
Right.
You know, there's a balance. Yes, we have faith. But it also says faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying?
Just like with this job mandate, man. You know it's coming when your job eventually gonna say, well, you gotta have it. Wouldn't it be wise to put you some money back?
Right.
That way, when you ain't, you can you got some money to still pay your rent. That way, you can figure it out on the way, man. That's using wisdom, bro. You know, use wisdom, man.
And for those of you that don't want to do that, you got a lot of rebellious Israelites, man.
Right.
Of course, to unlearn the 2/3 that don't have this understanding, this knowledge, the Lord ain't dealing with them. They gonna fall upon that sword. But it's a lot of Jake that know, man. And they, just like the brother said, they feel like, well, you ain't got no faith in the Lord. Well, you can come into some these times right here. Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care.
That's right.
And they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. So you're gonna be picking at just like them cartoons when they be cutting that one bean and really thin little slices. You'll be drinking a cap of water. You know what I'm saying? Capping it. You're gonna be capping it in that day. On that, thinking that you ain't got no faith because you been wise, man.
Right.
That's wisdom.
That's right.
Come on, bro.
Yep.
And sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was watching because we're there, man. I was watching a video by the brother down in New York, Amawan Gabar, earlier, and he did a lesson called shrinkflation. Basically, went into shrinkflation. You saw that?
Yep.
Mick Little Burgers.
Yep.
You saw that shit? Man, they got Mick Little Burgers, brother. Them bad boys are about really this big, bro.
Yeah.
With a
White
little
Castle.
bitty thin
White
piece of
Castle.
milk, like White Castle, with a little bitty thin piece of meat on it. Two of them for $1, which he was saying, eventually that's gonna go, two for $2. It's gonna go up because you're going to that word shrinkflation. That's what it's going into. Something that decreases, but either stays the same amount or increases in amount, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because the term shrinkflation, when you look it up, it means that the amount that you get for a certain amount of money decreases. Say, for instance, like a bag of potato chips. If you notice, you're getting less of a portion for the same price.
Right.
Why is that? Well, the reason why is because of the supply chain ordeal. It's harder for raw goods to really get here, and also famine, things of that nature, that has destroyed these crops. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are in trouble, bro.
And Jake, tend to forget, like they went into how the crops, what was that, about 3 years ago? They were in the Midwest, they was basically wiped out. I think 40 to 60% of the crops were gone. So that is still gonna affect now, today. Because when something like that happens, it don't affect you right away, because you already got the stuff prepared, you got stuff to stock and storage. But when that happens, you got to look at the future, what's coming up later in the future. So when you're thinking that everything's gonna be in a good case, you're gonna still be partying, still, like you say, eating what you can. You get to a point, like you said, you're gonna be slicing that bean real small.
That's right. Hey, as we're speaking, we got two females up there. They just taking pictures like everything is all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro.
They got it.
You know what I'm saying? But
Booty pics.
Yeah,
Y'all turn butt to the camera.
yeah. Figure out what time it is real soon. Hey, when you go back to that Second Kings.
Bruce.
Yeah, it was 6.
This is back in 2 Kings, chapter 6 and verse 26. Did you want me to read 25?
No,
Just keep going.
Yeah.
2 Kings 6 and 26. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help my lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord does not help thee, whence shall I help thee?
Yeah, he said that out of frustration. He seen what was going on in the nation of Israel. He said, man, Lord ain't helping us. How am I going to help you? You know what I'm saying? This is what she's going to say.
It says, out of the barn floor or out of the wine press.
Yeah, what am I going to help you at? Right. There ain't no resources.
Right.
What do you want me to do?
And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow.
That's right. And you know, this is the northern tribe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Samaria was the northern tribe. A business city of the northern tribe. Right?
So we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, Give thy son, that we may eat him. And she hath hid her son.
That's right. So she said, "What? Hey, it's time for us to eat your son." Is like, shit. Eat my son. You know what I'm saying? And hey, those northern tribe of women, man, they're crafty like that.
Right.
They know how to convince you to get interest in shit. That's precisely what happened. You know what I'm saying? And these women out here, they want a man's trash.
They need it.
You can see the pride there, especially that one at the bottom.
Yeah, right. Right.
Right there, the grass.
Yeah, man. Hey,
over here again,
you Northern Kingdom, you Hispanics and Native Americans, man. You know, and Seminole Indians of Negro descent, man. Y'all gonna get that, man. It's coming back. This coming back around because Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, tells you that which was then is now, man. You know, so these things are gonna happen again.
And all these drastic accounts, and majority of the drastic accounts that we just read in Lamentations and also 2 Kings, who were the parties? It was women.
Right. Right.
See, women are going. There's going to be a great humbling when it comes to you women, man. Because at the end of the day, a man, if he can't feed himself, he can always get up and migrate somewhere.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of you women, though, you're not going to be able to do that in that time. Because you're not going to have the resources. One, you're not going to have the resources. A lot of you women, your baby daddy is the government. So when that shut down, all hell going to break loose for you. And two, you don't have the wits.
Hey, man, it's I forgot what season of the show Survivor. They had it like with the women, all the women was on the team and all the men was on the team. Them hoes, you know, they split them up there. When they was on one side, you know, both of them had to build shelter. Bro, by the afternoon, man, man had everything built. Them bitches was over there struggling like a hoe. Didn't have shit, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't do it, bro. You know?
You don't have the basically the strength and the ingenuity. Everything that civilization was built by men and nurtured by women.
And that's order, bro.
It's order.
That's order, bro.
Order.
Man. It's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah, man. You're not on my level, bro.
Right, exactly. You know, there's an order, man. Yahweh Shai, the man, the woman, then the child. That's the order, man. You know? That's it. And the Lord says, let all things be done decently and in order, man. You know what I'm saying? So stick with the order, man. You know?
Flow of business. You got a business, you got a restaurant, you can have somebody cooking, you got somebody greeting, you got to have somebody owning, but you ain't finna try to all do the same thing. Everybody ain't finna become the cook. You know,
right.
If it is, it causes disorder, okay? Disruption.
And the cook ain't supposed to go into the office of the manager and say, well, I know you the manager, but it's 50-50. You need me to cook. You get your ass replaced.
Right. Exactly. Real quick.
A lot of you wonder why you by yourself, man, because you got a very masculine spirit.
That's it. Yep.
You know?
Hey, I'm watching the show. I was watching the show Into the Badlands, and basically it showed like the aftermath. You know, kind of like a post-apocalyptic, but they got some barons now and things like that. So they didn't came out from different sections or different empires. So they had one of the barons or they empire they grew. They actually got siege, but the thing is when they got siege, they told the other women, hey, you want to go? Go. You know, you go out in the outside these walls, these gates, you basically gonna get ravaged, dead, or something gonna happen to you. You ain't gonna be safe out there. They didn't tell the men that, because the men can go get a run. But if a woman go outside these gates when it's hard, when these bad times, when Jacob's troubles hit, you gonna need a man like it goes into. It's gonna Isaiah 4. It's gonna be how many? Was it seven women into one man? You know, 7 wives. They're gonna be like, I just want to be with you. Right. So when these times as they start to get worse and wax worse and worse, you're gonna see women that's gonna basically have a rude awakening.
Humility is gonna be the new word of the so-called Negro Latino Native American culture. That's manifestation. See, I just gotta manifest things. Real soon it's gonna be, let me humble myself. Humility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of you women, man, your whole damn life is a lie.
Oh.
You're lying on social media, your hair is a lie, your eyebrows are a lie, eyelashes a lie, your butt is a lie. You know what I'm saying? You lied about how many men you done slept with. You lying to your kids about their father. Your whole goddamn life is a lie.
That's real tough.
Yep. And so real soon you gonna have to come to grips with what you want.
Man.
We're in those times, man.
We in the time,
No.
bro.
Jacob's trouble is here, man. We're at the beginnings of sorrows, like the scriptures say. You know, Matthew 24, 2 Ezra 16. You know, those wars, rumors of wars. You know, famines. All these things are right here in our faces right now, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And women are still proud, full of folly, and on the bus and running up and down through here, giggling and laughing like, you know, like this place is all that.
Right.
You know. What's going on this side? Keep going. Come. So we're gonna keep going. This is Second Kings, chapter 6 and verse 30. And it came to pass when the king heard the words of the woman that he rent his clothes, and he passed by upon the wall, and the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth within upon his flesh.
That's right. So the king, we heard that he began to mourn for that heinous crime, bro. That was heinous, bro.
Right. Yes.
That was wicked as all get out for you to be that hungry, and for you to convince somebody like that, let's eat your kid. You know what I'm saying? Let's eat your kid. Let's eat your son, man. He crying, you hit the nigga upside the head. You know? It's just shit wicked, bro. Shit wicked as hell, man. That's coming. That's coming to a city near you. I pray that no brother over here has to endure something like that. Have to hear about something like that with their family, with their children, bro. That's why we out here. That's why we're looking for a cover from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, this is why we go over these precepts.
Right.
To galvanize you brothers and sisters out here that are listening, man, to pay attention to what's going on. You know? Repent, turn back to the Heavenly Father, bro, because you're going to need a covering that day.
Con, this First Maccabees 1. I started at verse 25. It says, therefore there was a great mourning in Israel and in every place where they were, so that the princes and the elders mourned, and the virgins and the young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed. That's right, man. You ain't gonna be so dolled up and shit like the brother was going into, man. You got your hair did, got the fake lashes, the fake nails, all that shit is gonna change, man. Your ass gonna be bugged the hell out, man. You know? This is going into when Antiochus was putting hell on our people, man. You know? This coming again, man. You know? The damn devil, he probably on earth somewhere, man. You know? Hey, like I say, bro, you women, man, yeah, your damn weave gonna fucking be sewn until this shit is gonna, what they call it, fuse with your fucking scalp, man. You gonna have that shit on so long, man. You know, you gonna be out here through, man, stinking. You know, you already stink.
Read this word.
The Israelites.
Yep.
Me too.
Alright, cool. We're gonna get to this word though. You an Israelite?
Absolutely.
Okay, you know about prophecy?
I know prophecy.
Okay, what's going on in the world right now?
What's going on is what you reading about. That's why y'all reading. What's going on right now? It's in everybody's face. You know what I mean? It's so bizarre. It's like when I was a child, my pastor told me, they're gonna tell you. I don't believe it until I see it. And then when they see it, they be like, I still don't believe it. Bizarre is that.
What's supposed to be happening according to prophecy? That's what I'm getting at. What's supposed to be happening according to prophecy? We're in the end times. What's supposed to be happening, bro? That's what I'm getting at.
Well, the end times is revelation.
You're spoken through all throughout the scriptures, not just in Revelation.
Second trumpet, Jesus comes, saves his people. The whole world turns their back on him. That's what Revelation is about. The whole world turns their back on Israel. And God, Jesus, that's when he comes. Boom! He came like, I think it was 2014. He came, boom! And he's...
So you say Jesus came in 2014?
That they collected the military and all that. With Israel, what? With Israel, and everything with Israel, the whole world is
They're not the Israelites.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you think those people are the people of the Lord or the Israelites?
I thought you just said you were
the Israelites are the Americans.
The Americans?
Or the Buddha Americans.
The Americans are the Israelites.
According to what?
According to the Bible.
What Bible
What
verse?
scripture?
What scripture?
Torah.
The Torah? Where? Where in the Torah, bro?
He was separated.
See, Jay got to get this word and stop playing these games, man. It's one thing to know that you're an Israelite, but it's another thing to understand what's going on in these scriptures. It says in Proverbs, the 4th chapter, where all that get understanding, bro. This prophecies ain't nothing to play with, bro. Because, hey, Amos, the 5th chapter, bro.
Already there. Bro.
Go ahead, Doc.
Man, hold on. I think I changed it. I'm gonna read that out. Amos 5. It's Amos chapter 5.
Hey, man, you can't be fucked off in the street like this, bro.
Yeah,
Somebody
I'm homeless, bro.
somebody can mess you over, dog.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about it.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. See? And then
we
go ahead.
get in the word.
We're gonna read this word.
Amos chapter 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
What does that word world mean? What does that word world mean?
When he said the day of
Woe.
What does that word world mean?
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
If you don't know, it's okay to say
That desire the day of the Lord. The brother asked you, what does the word woe mean?
Woe means like haste, caution, haste yourself. Watch out.
It means destruction. So it's saying destruction unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
That's right. So all of us, the end thing is know they're Israelites. But you gotta know, hey, you saying you're waiting for the Lord to come back. Hey, there's certain things you need to be doing, getting yourself ready for it. Go ahead, huh?
It says the day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
That's right. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. It's a very gloomy day. That's why I asked you, brother, according to prophecy, what's supposed to be going on? When we going into it?
All it's divination right now. It's like the Bible said, divination.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Doc.
Come on, verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
That's right. So let's talk about adversity and all aspects. Food shortages. The sword, which the modern say sword, is the gun. You know what I'm saying? Division, destruction, murder, rape, robbery, treachery. All that is coming, man. Cannibalism. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it's very important that we understand where we at, man. This is damn serious, brother.
Verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light?
Shall not the day of the Lord be dark and not light? We're about to see some very crazy things, bro. It says in Daniel 12 chapter, it's going to be a day like no other. This is going to be one of the worst days. Well, figuratively speaking, talking about the last days.
Shit, tomorrow too.
Go ahead,
Very dark and no brightness in it.
That's right. So the last day is going to be very dark. We haven't seen anything yet. Right. We haven't seen anything yet. And a lot of people who are weaklings, like women, they're going to be praying that day. Okay? You got that up? Did you answer? If you answer, go ahead.
Matthew 10:34, it says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword.
That's right. So on one side, that was Jesus talking right there. He said, I ain't come to send peace. You can't send a sword on the earth. Go ahead, Al.
It says, for I come to set a man at a variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
That word variance means opposition. So there's going to be a lot of infight going on. It's already happening now. They go to Thanksgiving feast and be at each other's throats, get a couple beers in them, and something dark come out. At that time, he said, you gonna pick me up, Dad? Goddamn, son. Your mama just... Oh, listen, whoopie-whoopie-woo. How much more so when there ain't no food? All these families are trying to get together and stuff. We're gonna give you this word. This is what you need right here. This is healing. This is medicine right here.
You're strong. No one wanted it. They'll die. The eagle will die.
That's a boy.
Let me bring this out real quick. This is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. These are the times that we're coming into, man. You know, it says the mighty man is going to cry bitterly. You know what I'm saying? The great day of the Lord, which is that day of darkness that we just read in Amos, verse 50.
Top soldier at the scene, these top black ops and all these different types of Navy SEAL and the scene all kind of deaths and killings and shit like that. They say they gonna be even as wounded as that.
Right.
So it's gonna be some shit they ain't never seen before experience. You know?
Right. Isaiah 13, the burden of Babylon, man. You know, it's gonna be crazy. A time unlike any other since there was a nation, like the elder said. Verse 15, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? End game. You know, thermonuclear destruction, man. So that's what this is going into. That's the thick clouds and darkness that's talking about, man. You know, the scriptures say that you ain't gonna be able to see the stars, the moon. You ain't gonna be able to see nothing, the constellations in the sky, man. You know, that's how ugly it's gonna be out here. And then you're gonna have fires, you know, all kind of soot and ash in the air, you know. Exactly. Right, right.
The scripture was pure as heaven. You know, it's scary. It's real.
What the scripture say, you can feel low, slave man. Okay?
God is everything. You know, I be damned to fear, but when it comes to God, for real, like this what you talking about? Fear trembles. The things are the whole shebang. It's scary, man. Because we just out here,
These brother got something real quick. Did you find yours?
It says, this is Micah 7, verse 10. It says, verse 9. It says, I will bear the indignation of the Yahweh because I have sinned against him until he plead my case and execute judgment for me.
That's right. So, hey, you pulling in this truth. We go through things, man. There's certain battles that we go through that, you know what I'm saying, other brothers might not see, people that you know may not see. You know what I'm saying? Certain demons attack you, things of that nature. When we bear the indignation and we constantly finding ourselves, we're constantly putting ourselves in subjection. You know what I'm saying? Not pleasing the flesh and things of that nature. So we could be acceptable for, in that day of Yahweh Bashik ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Al.
It says, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. It says, verse 10, then she that is my enemy, she see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power?
That's right. So guess what? All these women that scoff against us, talk down on us, even in your everyday life, man. You know what I'm saying? Women don't listen to you, man. Hey, because, you know, even a woman that knows about the truth, there's still the underlying sense of feminism that she has.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The power from the serpent, from the serpent. And she'll utilize it in different ways. Gaslighting. You know what I'm saying? Overstepping her boundaries as a woman. Showing disrespect. Very disrespectful, man. You know what I'm saying? She gonna know when that time comes that the Lord is dealing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, a lot of these cats out here on these streets, they're really on these streets behind these women, man.
You know what? That's between them and God. I don't want to be there to witness what God got in store for them. I just know I'm going to collect my jewels as much as I can for the Heavenly Father and keep collecting these jewels and keep saving these children.
What's the more of this? We're going to let the scripture speak.
It's back in Micah 7 and 10. In the middle it says, where is, it says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the fire in the street.
Hey, and that spirit of judgment for these women is happening. More and more women, you're going to see more and more women get their ass laid out on the news, get their ass killed for that goddamn mouth, for that disrespect. You see that?
God said,
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen more and more. Hold your peace out. Hold your peace. And that's gonna happen more and more as it get worse again. Because there's a sense of entitlement that a lot of these women have, bro. They're gonna get themselves caught up.
God bless them. Because you know what? God bless me. Because I can barely save myself.
That's why they go in.
This 2 Peter chapter 3, and I'll start at verse 11. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Okay, that's the point I want to make there. Okay, so matter of fact, seeing all this stuff, we know this stuff will be destroyed. So, well, how should we be conducting ourselves? That's what that word conversation going into. Basically, how you carry yourself. Okay, how are you acting upon the earth? It says, verse 12, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High. Because you're going, like the brother read earlier in Amos, man. woe unto you. You got some that's gonna be for destruction, man. But the day of the Lord, those certain few, man, that elect, we looking for and hastening the day, man. Okay, we want the Lord to return, man. Right. You know, we want this shit to be destroyed, man. We want righteousness to reign, man. Right. Okay. It says, wherein the heavens being on fire, like the priest going into them, their own nuclear missiles, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Man, fervent heat, man. You know, we hastening the day, man. You know, we want the Lord to return, bro.
That's it. That's right. We want this nightmare to be over, man. You know what I'm saying? We want our people to sit in their right place. I'm tired of seeing this crap. You know what I'm saying? The so-called Negro Latino Native American just trample down where we are, bro. You know, enough is enough. Every day you gotta listen to some BS, see our women out here dressed like Marlins, these young men out here sagging.
It's every day. It's not gonna stop.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll get worse.
So the only remedy that we have is destruction.
Right.
A lot of people are gonna have to die, bro. You know what I'm saying? If we looking to have that cover, we're building spiritual bunkers right now. We're building spiritual bunkers. So the Most High will pass over us, man. What's that? Ezekiel? You know what I'm saying? We look at we see that exemption.
Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
That's right. So we have a very, very important obligation, man, to decide and cry to the Most High. It talks about that in Revelations too. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're supposed to give our people warning to what's going on. Right. Prophesy. Right? And in doing so, we see that mark of exemption. Right. Like right now, they're giving an exemption to get the jab, the infamous shot. You know what I'm saying? But we want the ultimate exemption from Yahweh by Shem Shah. Okay?
Back in Ezekiel 9, verse 5. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity.
That's right. So within us sealing our exemption, guess what? We have people out there that's going to get killed.
The Lord was talking to angels, telling them, he about to tell them to go kill children. Right. Babies, man. Old people, man. And women, man. But the Lord ain't playing, man.
It says, spare not, have no pity. You know?
That's right. Hey, we shouldn't have pity either.
Right.
You know, we get into the flesh sometimes, we're like, damn, because we don't been through things personally. We know how hard it is to got to bury somebody. At the end of the day, we ain't supposed to worry about these people.
Hey, y'all roots are so deep, man. God bless y'all.
The Lord says, pray not for this people, man.
That's right.
He told Jeremiah to pray not for these people, man. He's not going to hear it.
Jeremiah probably figured it out.
Right.
Remember he said, make their way, and basically like,
right.
He was trying to, he put hands on
right.
Certain people we ain't supposed to be praying for.
Right. Jake, wicked, man. 2/3 of our people are wicked, man. And they already slated for death. Zechariah 13:8 says that 2 parts is going to be cut off and die, man. But the 1 part is going to be brought through the fire. That's all the Lord is in these times is worried about. That's all he's concerned with. He's not concerned with the majority of his nation because the majority is wicked, man. And they still have to pay for things that they did in their past lives, man. You know, blood of Yahweh is on them, man. What did it say? Crucify him, and let his blood be upon us and our seed, our children, man. You know, so throughout those different incarnations, those are the ones that's dying, man, in these streets. So how you gonna pray and have pity for them, man? You know?
This is Jeremiah 6:26. for among my people.
And you can tell those spirits, man.
Right.
But when you start talking to, hey man, when we first came to the tree, you talk to your family, what do? They instantly got an attitude. You see them demons come out because ultimately they hate your house shop, man.
Right.
You know, you about to see judgment on a massive scale, man. Our closest people that's close to us gonna get touched, man. So you can't let that phase you, man.
Right.
But at the end of the day, they wicked, man. You know.
And that's mercy too, man, because Jake is like a rabid dog that needs to be put down. You know what I'm saying? That's mercy. They're going to be reborn back into the kingdom, and they're going to be righteous, man. You know what I'm saying? Right now, they're defiled and wicked, you know?
This is Jeremiah 6:26. It says, "For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men." And like I said, I mean, it's wicked people, wicked men in Israel, and they basically setting up other Israelites for destruction. Because what they're doing is they're basically what it says, John 8:44, "Ye your father the devil." He's doing the will of his father. And who is his father here in this world? You know, this is Esau world. Earth gives the hands of the wicked. So you have Jake they set up to basically go around and do what? Bring forth wickedness upon our people. And they forget about the Most High. But it says, don't fear the one that can kill the body, but fear the one that killed the body and the spirit. You know, and that's how Bashim Yahushua.
That goes all the way back to Cain, because in that verse also it says he was a liar from the beginning, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which goes all the way back to Cain in the beginning, and that wicked line in the earth, man, leading all the way up to the day with these Edomites, man. You know? Strange from the womb. I'm going to go back to Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, and I'm going to read verse 5 again and continue. Ezekiel 9:5, "And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite." So the Lord says, in mine hearing. So the Lord is listening because he want to hear these people going through. He want to hear the screams and the yells and the and hear them calling on him, man, so he can laugh at their ass, man. You know? That's the power that you're dealing with. These people don't know the Lord, man. You know, they've been taught God and Jesus. You know, all love, love, love. Well, that ain't the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Just a little bit more. It says, "Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark," that the wa, man, that mark of exemption. It says, "and begin at my sanctuary." So he says, start with his people. So before the Lord touch any of these heathen nations, he gonna jack Jacob first, man. You know, especially them. Yeah, exactly. He gonna start right with you that know. Exactly. That's those who know. Hey,
that roll about to be split back. Right. You know?
Real big cars with real microphones. You get big cars with real microphones.
Second Esdras 8 in 48. And this also thou art marvelous before the Most High, in that thou hast humbled thyself as it becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the earth, because they have walked a great pride.
man, many great miseries, man. You know what I'm saying? Misery. There was a movie called Misery where this woman had old dude, I can't think of his name right now. Curly head Edom. Well, I don't know, he might not be an Edomite, might be a Jake, I don't know. And she had him trapped up in this room, and he put him through it, man. You know, when she put that log between his legs and hit each side with that hammer, that jackhammer, man, that sledgehammer, and broke his feet. Misery. Representing pain and anguish, man. Gnashing of teeth. The Bible speaks of these things, man. You know?
That's a good point, because in Misery, what happened? He thought he got arrested. You know, he thought he was in good case. Then come to find out, she the one that set all that shit up.
Right, set his ass up, right.
That's how Esau gonna do.
Exactly. That's right. Them snares, man. Snares coming to you people, man. Pay attention to the mouth of the prophets, man.
Like verse 50. But understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. This is what the word about.
Right.
Everybody else is really, at the end of the day, effort. That's it. You know?
Don't worry that your mama can't get it.
Right.
Don't worry that your brother can't get it. Don't worry about your homeboy in the world can't get it. Man.
That's right.
Get it for yourself, man. You know? Get it for yourself, man.
I can barely save myself.
And Yahushua made that example, man. You know, it's not about your worldly family. Your worldly family was their job was to bring you into the world and get you to the point that you come into this truth, man.
Right.
And then after that, it's you become the Lord's, and that takes over. What was that when he said, "Who are my mother? Who is my mother, my brother, and my sister?"
Matthew 12.
Matthew 12. There it is. Come. Matter of fact, let's bring it out.
brother.
I got you, brother. Yeah, let's get that, bro.
We had many mothers, man.
Exactly.
Daughters, man.
Exactly.
You know? It ain't the first parents we had, man.
Exactly.
You know? Right.
And we gonna be back with them in the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, man, you gonna meet them.
Right.
We'll get them back.
Exactly.
Thank you for standing still.
Yeah. It's sad that many gonna wake up to shame. They gonna realize
Daniel.
that.
Right.
We gotta make sure that we ain't waking up to shame, bro.
Right.
That'd be horrible, man.
Doing this
That'd
for
be
nothing,
horrible.
man.
Right.
I don't want to say man, man. I done did that enough here.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of 144.
I really want to do that.
That's the goal.
I really like that. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
I'll take the multitude.
Yeah,
I'll take them up to.
But that grill though, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, willing, bro.
You
know, man, want to be a part of that government, man.
Just like bro, it say that, bro, that the house of it say that the people amongst us in those days gonna be as David, and the house of David is gonna be as the Most High. The 144 gonna be on another level, man. You know.
Those are the ones that's going to actually be controlling and you know, make sure the earth, you know, is in its proper order, man.
Yeah.
You ain't going to be able to be, you know, you're going to have to be on another level to do that, man.
That's right.
You know?
Glorified.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
The affairs, that's what I meant, like, the affairs of the earth, right?
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that match.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Hey man, there's parts of the earth that's not even inhabited. Bro, we could figure out ways to really have cities in the ocean, bro. Have cities in the ground. It's very possible.
Right.
When we get glorified,
Right.
and it'll be a world organized machine. You know? Now they got underground cities we don't even know about. They got that, bro.
Do something.
Even in the water, like you was talking about.
Right.
Blessings, y'all. Let me get down to my boogie woogie. Y'all get down to y'all boogie woogie.
Matthew 12.
We're safe out here, man.
Matthew 12 and 48. It says, "But he answered and said unto me, behold, unto me that told him," he started 47, slide. It's Matthew 12 and 47. "Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him, and told him, Who is my mother and who is my brother?"
And Yahushua, this is dealing with Yahushua, and his family actually thought he had demons on him, man. You know what I'm saying? They thought he was tripping. So they trying to get him. So Yahushua answered, what did he say, bro?
Yeah. He said, but he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother?
Who is my mother?
And who is my brother?
Who is my brother?
And he stretched out his hand towards his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and brethren.
Exactly. These men you see right here, and you know, beginning to start with Apostle Tahar on down, you know, like-minded men in this gospel, in this truth, in this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you know, living thus saith the Lord, having faith in Yahushua, you know what I'm saying? This all I think it's gonna say though
Verse 50. It says, For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
The spiritual family, man, that started in the heavens, man. This is a big family reunion on the earth. So it ain't about your family here, your worldly family. This is about the spiritual family, and that's the point that he was making in that, man. You know. Yeah, we love our families, man. Don't get it twisted. We love our moms and dads and brothers and sisters. But it ain't about them, man. It's about these men right here, the brothers and sisters, the few sisters that believe, man. You know?
got a task at hand.
Right.
We got a task at hand. And it's crazy up to the world, man. It's crazy because we look at the world as if they're awful crazy. They look at us as if we're tripping.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Our family members, things of that nature, they look at us. If they know you're in the truth, you know, they might tell you, oh, you know, yeah. But then, they think you tripping, bro. You know, they think that you extreme, you too much.
Hey, if you would notice too, man, now they starting to come to us, man. Right, can you help us, man? You help with that Egyptian, man, you know. My family, bro, everybody in my damn family trying to hit me up, bro. They were scoffing, man.
Right.
Now you gotta come. The Lord put that spirit out there. Everybody gonna have to come to the prophets, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Matthew 12.
A lot of people gonna be repenting for scoffing against his truth.
Yep.
Damn, right. That I told you so is a beautiful feeling.
Man,
You know? And you know, more and more people are starting to come out here.
Right.
For a long time, you got brothers, but for a long time, you really didn't have this audiences that didn't know about the truth, or that was coming out and inquiring. That's the second person. I've listened to it. Brothers bringing it out as I was coming up here. We had somebody stop and ask about the exemption. Another young man stopped and asked about the exemption. So more and more people are inquiring, bro. And we the only people telling them they have faith.
Yep. Right.
You got the other kid like, you gotta take it.
Right.
church, pastor telling them to take it.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
There's gonna be a certain point to where you gonna have to either trust in Yahweh Shah or trust in this world, bro.
Right.
Hey, even the apostles had to make that choice. And actually, when they was locked up and they got out, and then I forget who told them. He's like, "Didn't we tell you not to prophesy in His name?"
Oh, it's Peter.
It was Peter, yeah, the apostles. You know, he said, "What did he say? We are to obey God rather than men." So that's a cut to all you guys that want to use Romans the 13th chapter as a rationalization to tell your congregation to take the inoculation. Okay? Next question. Yep. Go ahead.
It's 1 John 2:5. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
That's right. So you love the world more than the scriptures. And guess what, man?
I'm gonna argue with her, man. Somebody give up. I'm sorry.
Death, man.
Go get this word. Scared.
Hey man, a lot of folks, they gonna get hey, man. You gonna let Eve take your ass straight to a goddamn missile, man.
Right.
Or damn, to death, man. Following out these damn women, man.
And let me say this, bro. He showed me a fine female. I can tell you about a man that's tired of her, bro. That woman ain't nothing special. Now, she might be a cool chick. She might be down. But shit, man, look. Somebody else that already had it before. Right. Everything that you love here has been tainted. I'm not saying, hey, I'm not advocating to be by yourself or not have a female. You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm not advocating that, bro. But it's a certain understanding that you have to have as a man. See, a lot of people, they don't want to get the truth because it's a cold, hard truth. When you first come to think, it's all like, oh, man. You know, it's all like, oh, man. And then reality starts sitting in. Then that you love is not, it's been tainted. It's real humbling, bro. And he was thinking you got to get over coming to the truth.
Right.
You see that shit?
Hey, I saw that. She was not letting him. He trying to come
He
back.
was trying to come back.
We
enjoying ourselves? No.
Exactly.
Like you gonna put her down. When you said that, she started kicking me on.
What you been talking about? Bro, they could have saved, bro.
They could have saved his life.
Hey,
Hey,
got
Mark.
Lord though. Hey,
That little demon.
Yeah.
God, man. Yeah. Well, hey, well, like we just read, it ain't for them.
Right.
F them.
Yep. Sure.
At the end of the day, the majority of people who got into this truth, if you ask them, most of them don't really follow after the girl with the girl that they were with. They don't usually they don't continue with that girl, that woman.
Right.
They really don't. When I first got to this thing, I had a demon, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to let that hoe go. Playing mind games which will make you question yourself. All that stuff, bro. You gotta get to the point where, man, look, I'm gonna stand on with you. How about you get a shot? But that choice gotta be made. That choice gotta be made, man. A lot of Jake, they're not willing to make that choice. Because that box is good, it's stability. You don't want to be out in the streets. The scripture say, hey, man, hey, if you love anything over me, then guess what? You can't follow me.
Yeah, you got some? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 65, from verse 2. It says, I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people. People walk in a way that was not good after their own thoughts. And it said, that reminds me of Proverbs 3, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding.
Y'all with them?
That is what they're saying. That's
Y'all
lean
with
not
them?
on your own
Oh,
understanding.
y'all ain't with them.
And it says, hey, rebellious people, which walk in a way that was not good after their own thoughts. Verse 3, it says, the people that provoked me to anger continually to my face, that sacrifices gardens and burneth incense upon altars of brick.
Yeah, right. Worshiping idols, man. You got a lot of our people, they into worshiping their ancestors, right? Burning incense unto their ancestors, burning incense unto these various idols, right? You know, worshiping the Queen of Heaven. The black woman is God doctrine. So with them perpetuating femininity,
Right.
the womb man, they're misunderstanding. They're blind to really what's going to save them, man. So these various items is going, it's going to lead them out to church.
Tour Cadillac with a tree on top. And they'll come right and walk right around the men of the Lord. They'll walk right around us and take pictures.
Right. Get this picture. Issachar got that terrible man. You see Issachar the most around this time. You see Issachar downtown.
Everything America promotes, our people love this shit, man. Easter, all that shit, man, is idol worship, bro. Goes back into our idols, man. You know?
It's promoted in the churches. In these churches. They celebrate Halloween in the church. The most wicked, you know?
Bro, I was just about to say that, bro.
Man.
I was pet. Me and my gal was getting something to eat. You know, I looked over, man. There was a church packed Halloween.
Right.
I talking about you had them kids in Spider-Man suits. I'm like, damn, this must be a church.
Right.
Yeah. House of the Lord.
Yeah, have some Lord. Goddamn bounce house.
That's
You
a
know.
known satanic day.
Yeah, and they know it.
No, it's for the kids.
It's for the kids. But they call it Hallowed Be Thy Name.
Yeah.
Hallowed Be Thy Name.
Nah, come on.
We gonna call it Halloween. We gonna call it Hallowed Be Thy Name.
Lord.
That's what they used to do, man. Woo,
No, hey, man.
Yeah,
Mama ass
I already know, bro.
Them niggas.
I already know. Come,
Hallowed Be Thy Name.
man.
Wicked as all get out, bro.
Yeah, Jay gonna get it, man. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
That's right. Hey,
that
the spirit on these people is not of Yahweh Shemel, man. So when it's time for them to lean on something, guess what? The things that they're leaning on is going to be to their destruction. We're talking about that in Isaiah 36. Believing in Egypt is like lean on a broken staff. To lean upon it is to pierce you in the hands. Who's he paraphrasing? That's gonna happen, bro. You leaning on Egypt, guess what? It's gonna pierce you.
it says that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
That's right. That they may add sin to sin. The brother made a beautiful point of how these so-called Christians, and you had Vocab Malone during Halloween freestyling, and a little girl was just dressed in a Halloween costume. This man had absolutely nothing to say.
Right.
But we're crazy. Whack ass verses.
And that sin, adding sin to sin is iniquity, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what Jake is all about. The scriptures say in Isaiah, the first chapter, I believe, when he says, people laden in iniquity, man. And a ladle, that goes back to a ladle, which what you do with a ladle, you spread over a base or whatever, you spread something over like really thick all over. So our nation is covered in iniquity. That's that sin upon sin, or that's adding sin to sin, man. You know, which is iniquity. Verse 2, it says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
That's right. Right now we are in spiritual Egypt. Alluding to Revelation the 11th chapter. You know, people are leaning on to this place, man. If you do research on the various gods of Egypt, it really goes, the majority of them go back to sexuality. And that's why you see all these people out here, really they're out for a good time to do what? To get laid.
Right. That's it.
That's very important.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if you go out at night, in the night, and you get a woman and she say, you just got there 20 minutes ago, if not, and she say, let's go, I want to go home with you. You ain't gonna stay no more. You finna go. Yeah, you already accomplished what you came for.
Yep. Yeah, you got women out there, they just want to be got at.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, if a man ain't coming to and talk to them, she had a horrible day. Right. She had a horrible night. Because they want to be wanted. They want to be lusted after. Mm-hmm. Like a damn idol. Yep. So that spirit of lust and consuming is going to be to the detriment of a lot of these people falling after the spirit of Egypt.
It was Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. For on if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
That's right. So all these people trust in Egypt, man. Hey, it's like basically a cane that's split. You lean on it too hard, and it breaks, and it cuts your dang on hand, it pierces your hand. You see? You know, years ago, Elder Yashua used to use it as a precept to Revelation the 13th chapter. Yep. You leaning on to this place. Guess what? Eventually, this place is gonna tag you, man.
Right.
Going back to what we brought out earlier, hey, you're gonna have to make a choice of what you believe in, bro. Either you're gonna believe in this world, or you're gonna believe in Yahweh by Shemel Shah, because the MOTB is right around the corner.
Right.
Yeah, one more verse. Isaiah 30:3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So, hey, man, the shame, that shame is going to come upon you, man. You trust in this place, and you're going to come to find out you trusted in the wrong thing, man. You know, because Esau, who is the devil, the wicked of the Bible, is going to let you down, and you're going to come to find out that's exactly who he is, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the men of the Lord, the prophets out here trying to tell you the way, the path that you should be on, the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Warning you about this dude, but you gonna shun them, talk shit about them, you know, take them dresses off and get a job and all the crap that y'all come up talking about. When we're just out here trying to warn you about this devil that you trust in, man. Right. It's gonna be your confusion, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna know what's going on. And Jake really don't. They're already confused. Jake want answers, but looking in all the wrong places for those answers, man. You know what I'm saying? Egyptology, what's some other things they into, man? Catholicism, Islam, you know what I'm saying? 5%ers, Baptist, Christian, all of these entities, man. You know, a lot of them atheists. You right, bro. You right, bro. Yo.
Yeah, when they get the answer, they reject it because that's not the answer they want. Right.
Exactly.
That's why the scripture said they heap up to themselves teachers having itchy ears, man. You know, they want to hear smooth things. Yep. They want to hear shit that they, you know, they want to get pat on the back all the goddamn time.
Right. You know, inflate their ego. Right. See, all the other doctrines, it inflates Jake's ego. Whether it be Christianity, whether it be Egyptology, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, all these things. When you get to the truth, man, it's a great humbling, bro. That's right. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you have to refine that you didn't even know you had to refine, and it takes years for it to be revealed by adversity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That you have to figure, hey, you got to, do what the scriptures say versus what you want to do, your feelings. All the other doctrines, they teach you to live based off of your feelings. Conscious community with the whole doctrine of knowledge of self.
Right.
You get to have knowledge of self, brother. Basically go into what you like and what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Atheism, you know what I'm saying? Christianity, Islam, all these things, it's a pat on the back.
And that self is more, that's the most wicked thing, period. That's more wicked than Halloween. Right. That's why I like birthdays, you know, because it ain't about you, it's about the Lord, man. It's about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, it ain't about you.
Right.
You know, so that self-worship, that self is self-worship, man. Right. You know?
That's what's taught here, though. You know, that's what's taught here. And then when you got the social media, they don't do nothing but empty vanity that you got upon yourself.
Right.
You know, just like we just saw over there. What they doing? As soon as they start taking pictures, next thing you know, and turn to my ass, look at my ass.
Right.
Why are you turning like that? You look like a dog when you do that. That's what dogs do. Dogs get there and constantly look at their ass.
Right.
So when you're doing that, that's pure vanity.
Thanks.
This is Jeremiah chapter 2. In verse 4 it says, "Hear ye the word of the Lord, O house of Jacob, and all the families of the house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain."
That's right. So he asked the question, Jeremiah asked the question, well, Mosai's asking that. Mosai, Salakia, is having to ask the question like, what wickedness have you found in me that you decided to worship these idols? You know, and really, it just boils down to Jacob's rebellious, bro.
Right.
Jacob wants to do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? When you see these women, they just want to bop and have fun, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And these other idols, they allow Jake to really live very carnally, man. You know what I'm saying? Got some more?
Nah, it was just, I can make that point, man, because our people refuse to serve the Lord, man. They refuse to return to the Lord, like the elder was going into, man. Like, Lord, what have I done? The Lord, bro, Yahweh Shem Shah been a perfect husband, man.
Good to us.
You know, he brought us out, bro. He brought us out of Egypt. He clothed us. He fed us. He protected us. He did his duty as a husband, man. But our people still, Israel still being that hoe. He popping on the handstand. That's why he said in, I think it's Isaiah, he called us like a donkey, an ass in heat, you know. going with, our lovers don't have to, they don't have to do nothing. We'll go to them, man. The hoe gonna be a hoe, man. That's just like now with a damn woman. You can do anything. You can be being a perfect husband for that woman, and she's still gonna go be a hoe. That's Israel, man. Now people still in that mindset today, man. Now realizing that this is their true power, man. But they refuse. They want to go to these different idols, man. Like the priest said, they want to go into Egyptology. They want to go into Islam. They want to go into Christianity, man. All this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Which, like the scriptures say, man, the gods of the heathen are idols, man. They are not gods, man.
Jeremiah 44:15. Then all the men which knew that their wives had burnt incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt and Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of Yahweh, by Yahweh Shai, we will not hearken unto thee, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we had wanted all things.
Ooh, hey, that reminds me of that in First Maccabees, man. And we have left up on matter of fact,
I think 1 and 11.
Yeah, I think it's like 1 and 11, bro. But it's saying basically the same thing, bro. Let's go make a covenant with the heathen, because since we departed from them, we have been in misery, man.
Right.
Basically,
We wouldn't even hearken unto them, right? They said we'll not hearken unto you. We ain't gonna hearken. We feeling good, and because when we go and look at the Queen and the Queen of Heaven, these other idols, they give us food, they do this for us. We got their women, because a lot of Jake, you got to think, when you go through the scripture, a lot of them fell into these dumb idols from women. Okay, they start mingling amongst the women, then they start mingling amongst other nations' women. Can I just bring can I bring Buddha in here and just sit it right here? Baby, I love you. Go ahead and do it. That's how it starts.
First Maccabees 1 and 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
It sounds just like what you read in Jeremiah, bro. Same thing they were saying, those women and those men were saying, now we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, because they clothed us, they did this, and they did that. But multiple times in the scriptures, our forefathers showed you that these damn idols ain't shit. With Daniel, you know what I'm saying? With Elijah, man. How many times he had to show you bonehead ass niggas, man, that these damn idols, and then what these damn heathen do? Well, they do some foul ass shit, man. Worshiping their gods, bro. Sacrifice their children unto Molech and shit, man. Oh, that's some sick ass shit, man. A lot of that stuff goes back like you go into all the time, bro. Homosexuality or sexual sex, worship of the penis and all this other shit, man. They chose that when they choose that, man. To serve the Lord, man. For the Lord, the one who clothed you and brought you out of captivity, man. Brought you out of Egypt, man. Brought you through the desert, man. Split the sea. You know what I'm saying?
Judges 2, verse 11. It says, and the children of Israel did evil in the sight of Yahweh and served Balaam. And they forsook Yahweh's power and their fathers, which brought them out of the land of Egypt, and followed other gods. And the other gods of the people that were round about them, and bowed themselves unto them, and provoked Yahweh to anger. And they forsook Yahweh and served Baal and Ashtoreth, and the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel.
And they keep on going, reiterate their holy worship. Baal, Ashtoreth, going to Dagon too. Because that was like the head item.
And he delivered them into the hands of spoilers and spoiled them, and he sold them into the hands of their enemies round about, so they could not any longer stand before their enemies.
That's right. So basically put Israel into captivity, and that decadent spirit is still pervasive in Israel, man. And that's why the Most High keeps trampling on us, you know. Because if you do research on Dagon was basically a god of like agriculture. So basically worshiping money. And what is Jacob always talking about? Money, get to the bag. Jacob get a damn money sign tattoo on his face.
Right.
So they run into that threshold, man. You know? And because of that, our people getting jacked up. So we in that time to where, guess what? The Most High is going to ultimately do away with all wickedness in a very, very violent fashion. So, hey, repent. If you know you're Israelite, stop playing, please. That being said, we'll give all praise to Yo, honestly, you possibly does everyone well. Many say he takes you out there to the truth. Shalom.
Shalom.